Hope you're doing good today. I just wanted to make a quick update on this channel because I know I haven't posted in a while. Usually the holidays are very, very difficult for me. Um, Looking back, I was always told that, I was just really depressed around the holidays. I thought there was just something wrong with me, but after doing research and understanding more about my own adoption and other adoptees and the separation of family, the holidays are just kind of a reminder how you're not with your biological family, and it's hard to understand if you're not an adoptee. But yeah, it's been very difficult to post. I don't like talking about any of this stuff surrounding adoption. Honestly, it makes me sick to my stomach to even talk about it. And then the comments that I get back from adoptees and people that just don't understand that have their own opinion and are not open-minded is just it's being shamed into not talking. So that's why I feel like I have to talk, because I'm not going to be shamed into not talking anymore. And I just wanted to make a really quick update on why I'm not posting videos. And honestly, I wanted to make a video about it's going to be to white parents that are adopting out of their race, black children, Asians, or Mexican like myself, anybody that's not from their exact same race. If you are adopting outside of your race, I just wanted to give some do's and don'ts because it's just been on my mind. I don't know why. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about adopting different race children, adopting from Gaza, all this stuff that's going around. Just some do's for adopting a child outside your race. If you do not have friends that are your own friends, like adult friends that are the same race as your children, or showing them that you have friends that aren't just white, which my parents only had white friends. I never saw a Mexican, a black friend over at our house. This is a huge red flag. It makes your adopted child, at least in my experience, feel even more alienated. If you move to an area that is a suburb of all white kids and all white families like my parents did, that is not good. Okay, that's a huge red flag that you don't know what you're doing and you're not helping your kid's best interest. If you say that there's no such thing as color, if we don't see color, that's saying you don't see your child, and that's not the way to go about it. If you are white and you don't let your kids have other friends, that if they gravitate towards black children, if they gravitate towards Mexican children or their own race or whatever, and then you kind of have an issue with that. My dad was white, or my adoptive father. I'm not even going to call him my father anymore. Just all the shit that I've been through the past few years. I'm going to talk about how he said we're cutting ties after my mom died, like 2 months after my mom died. That's a whole nother story. But if you do not let your children, or you do let them have friends like that, but you have an issue with it, it brings up emotions, and you kind of talk shit about other races, that is also not helping your child. My dad would always talk shit about black people. I'm not white. He always talked shit about other races, and like it was just perfectly okay. And I'm like, do you know that I'm not white? Like, do you know that I'm Mexican? And it was just really weird. That was also very, very destructive to my self-esteem and everything else. But if you think that color doesn't matter, it does. And what you need to do is get your child around other people that look like them and other adults that look like them, and even be open-minded to the point where maybe how they do their hair or culture or foods. And this is something that I never got to experience. And when I met my wife, she's Filipino, she would laugh at me saying that I'm so uncultured, and I was like ashamed of it because I never was white, and I came from a white family and I love them. but I never got to know my culture, and I would always be made fun of for it. And just to get your adopted child, assuming that is a different race, around other races that are similar than them, even living in an area that is diverse, that has mixed children. Like I know California, that's where I was first raised, and then we moved to Georgia. That was life-changing for me. That I went from being an extroverted child to immediately suicidal from just that situation alone. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm not going to let comments on this video because honestly I'm tired of being not listened to. Most adoptees, they speak, they get shamed into not being listened to. So I hope you can have an open mind enough to understand where this is coming from. I'm genuinely trying to help others, adoptive parents, but quite frankly, it's just, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting shamed into not speaking, and that's a problem because this channel is to help future adopted children. Yes, it's about my experience, but there's going to be more adopted children, tons more, especially what's going on in the world right now. But the new abortion law and everything, if there's no abortions, there's going to be, I don't even know how many, but just do your own research on how the statistics of foster kids that end up homeless. It's over 95% that are guaranteed to end up homeless. So if you're thinking about adopting, if you're researching adoption, it's not a game. It's somebody's life, and it's life and death for me. This is not a fun channel for me. So I'm genuinely trying to put out information to help other people, and it's not fun for me, but I'm trying to speak out and help others. And I'm having a hard time even speaking right now because it's very emotional for me to talk about. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving and a good Christmas. But yes, please do your research on what to do, especially if you're white parents looking to adopt. It's not commonly understood on how to just adopt a baby from a different race. So please do your research.